Y'all, starting the week of 7/21/2025, fabulous Dollar Tree projects. Hi everyone, it's Sherry. I hope that you are having a wonderful day. Stay tuned. Welcome to my channel, friends. Thank you so much for being here today. I really appreciate it. Today is not a tutorial day, but I wanted to give you a heads up. If you're in the US, and even if you're not, you might be able to find some of these items in local stores. But I wanted to give you a heads up. If you have access to a Dollar Tree, you might want to pick up some of these items. So I'm going to go ahead and bring in this white plastic bin. It's holding a lot of items from the Dollar Tree that I purchased that I'll be using in upcoming videos. Now, I want to preface this by saying I might throw in something next week that I'm not showing in this video. It all depends on if I find something else at the Dollar Tree, but this video will give you a big heads up on what I'm going to be using next week. And as most of you can probably see through, I have a lot of acrylic items in this bin. Now these bins will also be used in a project next week, but I wanted to show you what's in the bin. So normally when I have a whole bunch of the same type things from Dollar Tree, I'll do a compilation video, maybe 3 or 4 acrylic projects you can make using Dollar Tree items. Well, I'm not going to do that next week because sometimes it's a little bit difficult to find that one particular one that you really liked when it's mixed in with a whole bunch of others. So each one of these items is going to have their own video. Now these really will not be long videos. I'm guessing that they could be anywhere from 5 to 15 minutes. So I hope you'll stop by and watch each one of them because I think you're going to love the way that I am going to use these acrylic items at the Dollar Tree. So I've talked enough. Let me show you what I have in my bin. All right, y'all, so here's my bin of goodies that I'm going to be working with next week. And as I said earlier, it's mainly acrylic, but we will be working with these white bins, and I'll show those to you in just a minute. But to start out, Dollar Tree sells these acrylic boards. They sell them in 2 sizes that I know of. I think one is 4x6, and this one happens to be 5x7. Right now, they're still $1.25, but this is a great acrylic board. Now, it looks frosted because it has a film over the top, front and back, to protect the acrylic from getting scratched. So once you peel back that protection, you have some beautiful clear acrylic. And this is one of the items that I'll be working with next week. And then I'm going to be using some of these nice clear acrylic organizer trays. And they have 3 sections. That's what I was able to find, but I believe there's one that even has 4. But I have a really cute, simple tweak of this that I want to share with you, so I picked up some of those. Then we have the acrylic shatter-free stackable wine bottles, and they look like this. I have a really fun craft that I'm going to be using this for, and I would encourage you, if you go to the Dollar Tree, don't just get one of any one of these. Get several because I might use them again down the road. And then we have these clear acrylic monthly calendars. I'm going to see if I can take one out of its packaging to show you, to give you a look at what these actually look like. So they're protected by being stuck down to this paper, but when you lift up, this is what you have here. You have this beautiful acrylic monthly calendar. So we have this one, which is the monthly planner. We have this one, which is the weekly planner. And we have this one, which is also a weekly planner, but we have the bigger blocks on it. And out of all of these, I think that this one is my favorite because I like having that extra space to write. Now you'll need a dry erase pen to be able to write on this. These are still $1.25 at Dollar Tree. Now that might change because I understand they're raising their prices. This is still $1.25. But if you see one that has the red dot on it, that means that the price has changed, and this rang up at $1.50. And these little bins rang up at $1.50 as well. So really, I want to make sure I set the right expectation What I'm going to share with you next week with these is going to be very useful, very practical. I am not reinventing the wheel on any of these. It's not earth-shattering. It is simply going to be a fun, simple way that you can use some of the acrylics that you find at Dollar Tree, ways you might not have seen on other channels. So I'm going to move this out of the way. I want to bring in these little bins here. I think these bins are great for so many different things, but I'll be sharing something really fun and really inexpensive that you can do with these. So these bins, I don't see the measurements on them, but I'm estimating that these bins are probably 10 by 6 and probably 6 inches deep. Very nice size. So I'm going to go ahead and just stack all of my items back in my bin, because during the week of 7/21/2025, I'll be going to this bin to work on my projects. Now keep in mind, I might throw in a project or two that I don't have in the bin. That is because something else caught my eye and I want to use that as well. But I wanted to give you a heads up on these acrylics as well as this bin in case you want to tweak a piece of acrylic or two. So I look forward to a fun week of acrylic crafting with you. As always, my friends, please be safe, be kind, and be the reason someone smiles today. Happy crafting, and we'll chat later. Bye.